games here already. How have you settled into the squad so far? How has it been for you the last couple weeks?
Yeah, it's been good. Everyone's been really welcoming, getting to know the guys, getting to know the style of play, getting used to the humidity again. But it's been good. Got a good form right now. We're going to look to keep that going against San Antonio.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you coming in, whether it's been style of play, communication, weather?
Honestly, probably the weather. I like the style of play, being able to play out of the back, but with the freedom to go long, with the purpose, big on rest defense and counter pressing and high intensity. So it fits my qualities, I think.
What have your conversations been like with coach or the other defenders in terms of your role and responsibilities?
Yeah, just do what you do. Do what I'm comfortable with. Doing the basic things well, not overcomplicating things. And yeah.
Looking ahead to San Antonio, what really stands out to you about their attack? They have Jorge Hernandez, who has 5 goals. How are you guys preparing to handle their strong attack?
Yeah, no, like we talked about earlier, good in rest defense, good in counter pressing. Be aware of those guys because they are good. They can get out in transition and hurt you. So we just have to be ready on both sides of the ball.
This is going to be your first military appreciation night with the Battery. What excites you about playing in front of a lot of new fans on such a big stage and an important night for the club?
Yeah, no, I hope I can bring these fans some excitement, keep the ball out of our net, maybe get some clean sheets, and maybe be a fan favorite.
Can you talk a bit about your connection and chemistry with Joey and how that's been so far working as a center back there?
Yeah, that's been good. We didn't know each other much before this, but like I said, guys were welcoming. Got to know some of the guys, and learning how everybody plays, and it's been good.
I'm doing something on Rubio. What's it like to go up against him in practice? What kind of problems does he present to you as a defender?
Yeah, no, he's strong. He's physical. He knows the game well, knows the surroundings. He's aware. Got some experience in the MLS. He's a veteran, so it makes me stay on my toes and be alert at all times.
Do you guys kind of, as a guy who's played at a pretty high level, do you look at him? Do you guys look at him like this is how you prepare? I can get to the highest level just watching the way that he prepares.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's very professional. Trains hard. Good with everybody in the locker room. He's a good finisher. He's physical, strong, good on the ball, good hold-up play. Yeah, it makes you better.
Yeah, absolutely. These 5 matches that you guys have won here in a row, what's been kind of the difference for you, do you think?
Everybody's sticking together, and Ben's put a big emphasis on it's not about them, it's about us and what we do and controlling what we do and doing what we do well.
All right, Coach, San Antonio is at the top of the Western Conference. What are some of the challenges that this team presents, especially being, your first cross-conference matchup of the season?
Yeah, San Antonio first place in the West, like you said. Very, very well-coached team. Carlos is in his first season, but they've got a clear identity. The expectations of what he wants to be done are very clear, and the players are talented and they go out and execute it. So that's usually about as good a recipe as there is for winning games. Talented players that are given clear instructions and work hard. So obviously both teams are good. Both teams want to make the other team suffer, whether that's in possession or out of possession. For me, they've got one of the top 2 or 3 players in the league. Jorge, top player, can make plays on his own, which isn't that common in this league. He has that ability. Crognelli and Omar and some players that they have at the back are tremendous. And then the up and down, which they get from the wing backs. Madrandes is about as experienced as there is in this league. So, like I said, you put the recipe together of high-level, talented footballers that work their socks off and are very well coached. It'll be a 50-50 game. Hopefully being at home can tick some things in our favor. We've been attacking really well, so we want to keep doing that, but we also need to make sure that whatever players are available, we can work our socks off defensively ourselves.
They're coming off a rare loss for them. Does that, to you, make them more dangerous in your eyes, or kind of an opportunity to catch them off balance?
Yeah, it's an interesting one because they didn't get the result at home, but they played very well and they dominated the game. So, they're probably focused on the result in disappointed, and that'll get an emotional response. But we evaluate it and scout it more based upon their performance and their trends. So when you play that well, sure, they didn't get the result they wanted, but they're a very dangerous team and they played a very good game. And like you mentioned, they've been having a very strong season, top of the table. So for us, we need to deny what they want to do, and we need to make sure that we're pushing things in our own. We're at home. We need to move the ball quickly. We need to make sure our tempo's high, but also be very aware of what they have going the other direction.
You guys are a strong team in yourself. You have a 5-game win streak. Can you talk a little bit about what the key to that consistency has been?
Yeah, we've been good in the league, obviously faltered in the Cups. But to be fair, we played a strong performance ourselves in DC. I think we've been simple and selfless throughout these league games and moving the ball, whether it's home or away. We had 2 big away results in the league. We love playing at home. We love playing in the stadium on this field with our supporters. They're at training today supporting us. It's incredible what this community does for this club. So, for us, we want to make sure we're focused on ourselves and working, whether it's league, cup, MLS team, first place team in the West. These games are difficult. They're 50-50 games. We need to make sure that we're the best versions of ourselves and working our socks off to be able to hopefully get the result.
This being your first cross-conference matchup of the season, does that change the way that you guys prepare, either tactically or mentally at all?
No, look, I like having a good balanced schedule. We're more familiar with the East Coast teams or the Eastern Conference teams. San Antonio is very good. We haven't been able to beat them, so we want to have that in the back of our minds. But when the whistle blows, it's 11v11, 90 minutes. They're first place. We're doing well in the league. But in the end of the day, it's going to be, San Antonio against Charleston and being animals and getting after it. We know they're going to be prepared. We know they're going to be fired up. We know they're well coached. And we know they're uber talented. So we feel like we have a lot of the same things going, maybe not as well as coached as they are, but, talented players and still able to work our tails off and hopefully be able to get the result.
It being Military Appreciation Night, how does that extra bit motivate you guys, playing in front of such a big stage on an important night?
Yeah, look, it's a massive event, especially in this community. My brother was in the military, and a lot of our family members have served this country, and it's an honor to be able to play for those that have served us, and I think that's what that's about, especially in this community with such a strong tie to the military community.